Yo, what's happening, Spartanburg? It is QL from 104.5 The Block, and I am so excited to be a part of this Creating Black History series with the Chapman Cultural Center. This is going to be so much fun. Let's dive straight into it. So let's see, how did I get inside of the radio world? I grew up listening to radio. I always heard some of the greats like Kenny the McMiles, Kelly Mack, Tone Hollywood, Tom Jordan was on the radio. And I never knew as a kid that I wanted to do radio. I just knew that I was truly interested in like everything they were saying on air. So like I didn't care about the music, but anytime someone would come on the radio, I would cut the radio all the way up so I could hear what they were talking about. And it wasn't until fast forward into like junior year or sophomore year at Dorman High School, we had something called Junior Job Shadow Day. So yeah, it was junior year. And I was trying to job shadow at a news station. And all the TV stations here locally, they denied me, didn't want me to come and intern. But a local radio station in Greenville, they allowed me to come and intern there. That internship turned into a job. And then, of course, while I was there, I had the opportunity to meet my now mentor, Kelly Mack, and the rest is history. I believe local radio contributes in an amazing way in this community, especially with a lot of the initiatives that we do at 104.5 The Block, the radio station that I work at. One of those is our back to school block party that I've been doing for almost 8 years now. And I think it's very important to not only be on the radio, but be in the community as well, so that these kids and these adults that are listening to you, they get to see you and they get to see somebody that looks like them, that sounds like them, and that they can relate to. What ways do I incorporate Black history into my events? So just last year, I started off this award, and it's called the Randy N. Edwards Award. And pretty much that award goes out to an individual that's inside the community that is just doing some good in the hood, but not often recognized, right? I understand that I have a platform and people have voices, but I have the platform. So if I can use my platform to allow your voice to be heard, we do that. So I take prominent figures like Randy N. Edwards Sr., who was doing a lot in the community before he passed away as it regards to giving back to kids, to the youth, to the next generation. And I have opportunity to honor his legacy and continue to give back year after year after year with this outstanding service award. I truly believe that you should always be the narrator of your own story. So when you listen to the QL show, a lot of that content comes from myself. It's the things that I want to talk about. One of the things I've learned about this industry is if you feel like it's risky, just do it anyways, right? Do it anyways. And if it's wrong, they'll have a conversation with you, and and if it's wrong, you can fix it. If not, it is what it is and ain't what it ain't. But I think at all times you should stay true to yourself and stay true to your morals, your values. And one of the things that I love to do on the radio is just give you guys what's always on my heart, what's always on my mind. And sometimes you may get a Black history fact, or you may, hear about some politics or, some local news or whatnot. But I try to converge it all and make sure that everybody, enjoys it. Everybody has a good time, but also doing it in a respectful way. But, sometimes it's not always received that way. So I just allow them to have a conversation with me if that's the case, and we just move from there. I feel like when you have somebody like myself on the radio who is from Spartanburg, who went to a school like Willow Heights Elementary School, went to Dorman High School, grew up in Kingston Manor, these are neighborhoods, these are areas that people can relate to. So when they see somebody like me on the radio, I hope that kids are inspired and they say that I can do that exact same thing too, because I didn't come from a background where my family went and, got 4-year degrees or 2-year degrees. I was the first individual in my intermediate family to even go to college. Now, granted, I didn't get an opportunity to finish because after 3 years, ended up transferring back and then got a full-time job in radio. And now if I was to go back, it would be maybe to get like a teaching degree or something like that. But I believe that it's important for people to see representation, right? And that's why I do some of the things that I do to this day, not only on the radio, but off the radio as well. I think it goes back to, like we all have voices, but we may not all have the platform to get our voice out there. So especially as it regards to Black media as a whole here locally in the community, Spartanburg, it's important to reach out to your local radio stations. It's important to reach out to your newspapers or your TV stations, because we are the individuals that can help you guys get the information out the way that you would like to. So here's what I know. I know that there was a trail that was set for me to continue to walk down, and I'm just doing just that. I don't really know what the future holds, but I hope that as I continue to walk down this path, that I continue to inspire people, I continue to break records, I continue to, create Black history in this community. What does that look like? I don't know. But what I do know is that when I first started off in radio, I was 16 years old. And as soon as I turned 18, I was the youngest radio personality in the state of South Carolina, working for a top 40 radio station. And here we are 10 years later, still in the same community. If that is not Black history, I don't know what to tell you. To learn more about me and what I'm doing here in the community, of course, you can always follow me at The QL Show, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I have The QL Show podcast that is out right now. Also, coming up in August, we kick off our back to school block party tour. Now, last year we did it in Anderson, Greenville, and Spartanburg. This year we may add a few more cities, but again, if you follow me, The QL Show, on all social media, you will be able to keep up with that and stay connected. Also, I'm heard on 104.5 The Block in Spartanburg, Monday through Fridays, 3 o'clock until 7. And then when I leave there, I go to our sister station, B93.7, where I'm live there from 7 o'clock until 12 midnight.